What is happening, my people? Matt Sheriff here, and in this video, I want to talk about Overstock.com. And I saw a really interesting article today, which I have up right now, about Overstock growing its payment options within the cryptocurrency space to accept 40 altcoins plus Bitcoin. And just a little bit, if you don't know what Overstock is, they are a major online retailer in the e-commerce space, kind of like Amazon, not as big, but they are a very large corporation. They have a big presence all over the world, and they were actually the first online retailer to accept Bitcoin in 2014, which was a big deal, just 3 years ago. And I've had an interesting run actually with Overstock because between the years of 2014 and 2016, I ran my own dropshipping business for around 2.5 years. And Overstock was my main supplier of my eBay and Amazon stores. So I've been using the platform for a long time and I'm very familiar with it. And I even grew with it and through it as they did accept Bitcoin. In 2014, I wasn't really sure what Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and blockchain technology was, but evidently Overstock was, and more importantly, their CEO, Patrick Byrne, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, Byrne, was, and he's a very forward thinker. I've watched some really interesting talks that he's done over the years surrounding the economy, blockchain technology, gold, silver, diversification, and all that good stuff. So he's a very liberal thinker, very forward and futuristic sort of thinking man, and has obviously put this business and this company in a very good position, I feel like, for the future. So with that being said, now we've had a little bit of a background, let's get into this article that I saw today in terms of Overstock.com accepting more than 40 altcoins. So coins like Ethereum, Litecoin, Dash, NEM, which is New Economy Money, and a bunch of others, which will go on their options as you check out. You can kind of see it here. So you see where I'm pointing on this. So on the, as you check out, I'm used to the Bitcoin option. You just tick that and then it takes you to the place where you'd send the Bitcoin. But now you can see other and the symbols of Ethereum, Dash, New Economy Money, Litecoin, and Monero as well. And I'm sure there'd be others as you tick that and you would go onto it. So if we go back, in 2014, Overstock.com did partner with Coinbase as well, and that's how they started to accept Bitcoin through their wallet. And it's interesting to see that the CEO and obviously the management of Overstock are planning to retain 50% of the cryptocurrency purchases. So I'm guessing that they're obviously going to use part of the payment, churn that back into fiat currency, and do what they need to do to facilitate their business and cash flow and all that good stuff, but also use these type of purchases as, I guess, somewhat of a hedge or a long-term thinking proposal to have a cryptocurrency portfolio for the company for the future as blockchain assets are trending to rise and rise. So I think their strategy is really interesting, and what they're doing here is something that I don't see any other major retailer or major company in this space, especially in the e-commerce space, which is obviously booming, as you know, companies like Amazon and the e-commerce and digital side of Walmart and companies like Overstock are growing tremendously because of the way the e-commerce industry is growing, and online payments and shopping and all that good stuff. It's no doubt that cryptocurrency, as it grows and as it becomes more mainstream, will be used more for purchases and things of that nature, just like we do on Overstock.com. And I've bought an array of things from this type of website, from home furniture to gym equipment to phone cases, phone chargers, all that kind of stuff. So I think it's very, very brilliant what they're doing, and it doesn't really surprise me actually, because I've been watching this company, I've been watching their CEO for a while. And you can actually go on the overstock.com website /Bitcoin, and it will take you to this page. This is a very good keynote from 2014 from Patrick, the Overstock CEO, who even then you can just see the way he thinks about the future and the way that his mind works on as an economist and a businessman, to really understand this market and really understand this movement and how these things kind of tie together. And overstock.com actually branched itself out too into the financial markets and blockchain assets years and years ago to grow the company and grow their profits, which I think has worked really, really well for them. And on their website, they have what is a Bitcoin video, which is good, short and sweet, but it is good at what it does. And I like some of the quotes that are down here. Patrick says, "You want money to be based on something that no government Mandarin can wish into existence with the stroke of a pen." So basically, he's coming at the way that we print money these days, especially, in a bunch of countries, but the United States is obviously renowned for this, as they print more and more money every year to try and keep up with their financial obligations. Same with the United Kingdom. Same with a lot of countries that are in massive amounts of debt. So what he's saying is currency and value should be based on something that is trusted, that is tangible, that has something behind it, not just the fact of, oh, we need, a couple $1,000,000, let's just print it real quick and put it out into the economy. That's how a mass amount of inflation and debt rings up, and the only thing that is keeping this type of money system that we have afloat today is the fact that people use it and people still have some kind of trust, faith in it, because that's all they've known, and that's all I've known and a lot of other people. But to think of it in a different way, in a bigger picture, is important. Some others which I like, bottom left, I think the internet is going to be one of the major forces for reducing the role of government. The one thing that's missing, but that will be soon developed, is a reliable e-cash. So I like that because that was said before Bitcoin and before blockchain technology. And the blockchain really is the underlying driver of this whole thing that allows reliable internet money, because of the way that it verifies the network, and the consistent ledger of everything that's happened within it keeps track of everything that goes on. So it's trusted, it's open, it's decentralized, and it's going to change the game. It really is going to change a lot of things. As bottom right, Nobel Prize nominee Lian Lao, don't really know who that is, but every informed person needs to know about Bitcoin because it might be one of the world's most important developments. I think that's a good shout, and I think that's true. And I was looking at this, I found this the other day, about Overstock and the performance of it over the past couple of years. This is from 2016. So they had a massive first quarter jump and their shares soared over 23%. That was in the fourth quarter of 2015. And then they've been up and down, and the main reason they've been up and down is because they have been allocating so much of their profits and assets into other things and thinking long term and putting money into certain ventures and certain strategies, especially in the financial markets and in cryptocurrency and blockchain assets, to really position themselves for years and years to come and capitalize on this growing trend, which will ultimately, if the trend and how it's going in the past, how it's gone in the past, and how it's projected to go into the future, will be very, very good for them. And as it's saying in this article, quarterly revenue climbed 13% year over year. And Overstock's third quarter 2016 report shows another 19% increase. So the company is obviously in good shape, and it's obviously making headlines because it's making major moves within the cryptocurrency space, and really the mainstream adoption of cryptocurrency and valuing it as something which can be traded for goods and services. Obviously, if people want to buy a patio furniture set, they can now send some Monero or Litecoin or Dash or Bitcoin or Ethereum or whichever other 40 altcoins they're going to accept and get that delivered to their door through cryptocurrency, through a digital asset that is based on purely blockchain technology, which is decentralized, distributed, open, and trusted. And the value comes from just that, from the platform and the solution that it's trying to provide. And I think it's amazing. And that's why I wanted to share this in this video, because one, it's good for me, and I like to see this as I've been following Overstock before I knew about Bitcoin, because I was in another industry and utilizing another business trying to generate profits from the e-commerce industry, which I did for a good couple of years. And now I've been following Patrick, their CEO, and looking at the type of things that he's doing to be very innovative and a leader in this space is a powerful thing to see. And I think we'll see more and more companies and people, corporations, businesses, big and small, follow this movement or follow this trend, as the e-commerce industry is set to keep rising and rising. And I believe the cryptocurrency and blockchain assets are set to keep rising and rising. And I read somewhere else, some economist was saying over the next couple of years, there's going to be a very large shift, and potentially $1.2 trillion moving in to digital assets that are backed by the blockchain, because of what it's doing and the type of technology that it is to store value, to move value more securely, based purely on mathematical verification within cryptography, that I don't understand. I don't understand cryptography and how to code and how to build that, but I do understand the type of solution that it's bringing, in terms of is basically the next evolution of the internet, as the internet changed so many industries and really leveled the playing field of a lot of different things, because the internet gave people a lot of distribution power. And obviously now we see, Facebook and different content streams that really disrupted the media industry, that before that was very centralized within newspapers and TVs, that sort of thing. Now blockchain technology removes the middleman again, and the financial sector and many other sectors, including real estate and different law contracts, all that kind of stuff, will be shifted and changed by the blockchain as it grows and gains more and more momentum. So I hope you got something out of this video, and you can kind of go and check this stuff out on your own. Patrick is a great guy to watch some of his content as well, surrounding Bitcoin and the economy and different things of that nature, as his mind is very good at explaining that and breaking it down. I don't know, I really felt like a strong pull with this content and this news that I saw, so I wanted to create this video and really show how things are progressing. And it's amazing to see. I've been in this space now over 2 years, and the developments and news that consistently comes out, which gives me a lot of confidence in the growth of this and what I believe in terms of Bitcoin and what it's doing and how it's leveling the playing field for people all over the world to be a part of the global system of exchanging value. That is going to be an amazing, amazing thing in years to come as it grows and really takes more percentage of the pie of the world financial market than I think people were expecting a lot of years ago. So I'm Matt Sheriff. If you got something out of the video, subscribe to the channel, drop me a comment of what you think. If you do want some more information on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and what's going on, make sure you check the box below. Got a bunch of free resources, and subscribe to my free newsletter. A bunch of good things in there, completely free. I think that's everything. I also have a Bitcoin cryptocurrency crash course that you can take advantage of as well. That's on my YouTube channel. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next video.